So you want to know all about e-publishing. In e-publishing, when we want to use an app like, and let me get, how about, I'm using EduCreations here. If we want to use an app like Book Creator, which really is recommended, it's really one of the best. I've yet to find anything that is better. I need to publish my book so that everybody can get it. I don't want to keep it just on my device. We talk about create and publish all the time. So there's three elements that I need to make this happen. Number one is, yes, in fact, I do need to have my Book Creator app available. Number two, the second element is that I need to have the Book Creator, no, not the Book Creator, Dropbox available. And Dropbox is a free online file sharing site that really is a must-have for teachers. The third element in this process, and I'm going to walk through how these are all used. The third element is you have to have some kind of a web page. So here, this illustration shows that I'm going to create my book in Book Creator. I then publish my link to Dropbox. So essentially, I'm just storing Dropbox, my link for my book right in Dropbox. That's really its sole purpose. And then I talk about the book that I made. So here's my web page. This is my final part. I have the book that I made on my web page. I have a little blurb about it. I have the text. But then I have a link here that I make, and my link is the link that goes right back to Dropbox. So it accesses my file that I published from Book Creator into Dropbox. My web page says, oh, I want to go get that link that you have in Dropbox, so that I end up with, if I am using any kind of an e-reader, and these are all examples, Kindle, Nook, iPad, there are other e-readers out there. When I visit my web page with an e-reader, they all go to this link, and then my book is put right onto their e-reader device. So that is really the beauty of working with e-publishing, that I can create a book, but anyone in the world with an e-reader device, an iPhone, tablets, I'm sure soon computers are going to be able to access ePub files. That's what we're talking about. So this is the beginning of the steps for how to work with ePublishing using Book Creator, Dropbox, and a web page. All right, and section 2 is coming right up. Okay, in this e-publishing tutorial, here I'm showing you that a web page that we've used to show, to highlight books that we've created recently in a 3rd grade classroom. So these books, these are all books that students created, and here, this web page then has the links to a Dropbox account. So when I click on this, you're going to see that it will say open, and then it's going to, if you look up at the URL, it will change to Dropbox, and yeah, it really should. And that I will be able to get this book open in iBooks. So here, you just it just showed the Dropbox account in that URL, so that it showed that it accessed Dropbox to get this link, and now I have The Great Hippos by Sydney on my iPad. So imagine anyone in the world, a grandma in California, if you publish your books to an online website that anyone can access, That's how you share your files. All right, the next step is going to be from, this is kind of the end product. We're going to look at from the Book Creator app and how to publish to Dropbox. Okay, so here are some of the digital storytelling apps that I use. I'm going to open up Book Creator, and here are books that I have created. I am just going to open up this one, and this is just a test book. I'm not going to go through a lot of details of how the ins and outs of Book Creator, just some of the basics. So I can always add pages here, and I can edit my pages. This would let me delete or move pages around in my book. Of course, I'm able to add text and audio. So let's look at how that's done. If I go to my second page, I want to add some text. And typically, if I see a plus sign, that will tell me, oh, you're able to add something. So I'm going to add some text to this page, and I love how in in Book Creator, I can move text or images around my page. To edit this, if I want to change the size or font or color of this text box, I'm going to go to the little I button, and my little I will let me, I is for information, it will let me make it bold, it will give me color. I will do that, and then I can say back, it will center into that text box. So here, if I want to edit text, you need to know that here, because that's selected, I'll get my options. Same thing for if I want to do something to this photo, I'm going to go to my eye, and then here I can delete it, or I can layer this front to back business will let me layer and put different things on it. So if my text, if I wanted a picture on a picture, that would be an example of layering. All right, my plus button will let me add sound. That's self-explanatory. So same kind of a thing. If I go to this page and I wanted to if I wanted to add audio, I'm just going to do this, and it's as simple as I'm just going to record audio very fast, and we're done. And I'm going to say, do you want to use this? We're going to say yes, and then here's my audio button all ready to go. That's it, as easy as it is. So let's just say we've finished with Book Creator. Of course, you have all sorts of options that you can do. Import any kind of an image that you make hand-drawn or photograph. So I'm ready to publish it, because obviously I never would want to keep a book that I made in Book Creator just on this iPad. That'd be kind of pointless. So I always want to publish. I always want to share my work and give students a voice. My sharing button, it's always the little box with the arrow coming out. From Book Creator, I'm going to say I want to open in Dropbox. Dropbox is a free file sharing option here, and actually I'm going to log out for 2 seconds because I want this to come up in my Dropbox account. Okay, so I just logged out to a different Dropbox account. I'm going to say open in Dropbox. Yes, you have to have this done. You have to have a Dropbox account at this point. Simple to do. Fluffy book is what we're going to call it. Notice the extension here. It says ePub. That is an official, just like Barnes & Noble, Amazon, that's an official ePub file. That's one of the great things about this process. I'm going to say save, and then here you can see it's coming in to my Dropbox account. So I'm close to being done. We're going to stop the recording so I can show you the next step. Okay, so my file has uploaded. I'm going to go to a web page, and here this is my Dropbox account online, and here you can see that I have my file, my fluffy book right here, and it is an EPUB file. I'm going to select that, and then I'm going to move. Here's one of the hints that you have to be paying attention to. I'm going to move this to a public folder. All right, and I'm going to say right here, bear with me, I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to put that in my public folder. So remember where we were with our illustration at the beginning, that I create my book in Book Creator, I publish it to Dropbox, and then I get a link to put on my web page. All right, where's my fluffy book? Right here. All right, this is the key. I need to be in the public folder, because then I do a right click, and then I get this public link. All right, so I just did a right click or a control click on an Mac, and then here, this is the golden egg, I guess. What would you say? This is like for all the money. All right, so I'm going to stop the recording so that you can see what the next step is. Now we're going to go to a web page. This is the link that I need. Okay, so here again is the public link that I am going to copy. I'm going to cancel that because I did copy that. And I'm going to go to a web page that we're using for this, and here is that very same link. So I paste that in, and now if I say save, now watch what is going to happen. My last section is going to demonstrate. I'm going to visit this page. Actually, did I, for all of you Google app users, did I not make that? I bet I didn't make that hot or link that. There you go. So that's what I want. All right, so now our last section, I'm going to go to this page on my iPad, and then I'm going to get that fluffy book to show up in my iBooks. All right, 2 seconds. Okay, so the last part of this tutorial is gonna be I am on this web page, and here is the link that I just published. So we made the book in Book Creator. We published that book to Dropbox. I put the link into the public folder, and then I copy that public link and put that on this web page. Now I'm using my iPad. You have to use an e-reader device right now, and I am showing you how I can get this book onto my iPad. So if I'm a grandma in California, this would work exactly the same. So open in, and I would say open in iBooks, and there it is. And I have that book on my iPad, and that would work for any Nook, Kindle, iPhone, iPad user in the world. One caveat, one heads up, I have 1 minute to show you this. 2 seconds, let me prepare this. Okay, I just have 1 minute. This is just a heads up for people that are just now creating Dropbox accounts. It really is a must-have. There's great uses for it, especially with iPads. Google Apps sharing obviously is the way to go. More efficient if you're using Google Apps, but iPads, we need to have Dropbox available. Dropbox accounts created before October 4th gave you a public folder. Dropbox accounts created after October 4th, 2012, do not have a public folder. So you're going to be looking and saying, hey, I don't have a public folder. Do you see how there's a little icon there? Well, there is a way to enable this website. This gives you a little bit of a how-to, and I'll put this on here, but you're gonna click on this to enable a public folder. So it says new Dropbox users, don't worry, you can still create a public folder. I'm not sure why Dropbox did that, but this link will kind of help you. And of course, let me know if you would have any questions. But that's one little caveat with Dropbox. I don't know why they did it, but people after October 4th, 2012, you gotta enable a new public folder. All right, I hope you enjoyed this, and you are going to be